Hey everyone, so one of the first things that I plan on doing in the new year is to start reading some of the prepping books that I purchased, because it doesn't do a whole lot of good to put books away or stash them aside if you don't brush up your skills and learn how to put them to use. So although I have not read this book yet and I've had it a few months, it's called It's in the Bag. I'm going to start going through it, but it did jog my memory on the necessity as preppers that we must have some meals set aside ready to go, not necessarily in a bag, but it helps. They're kind of in the community called grab and go meals, and there are some advantages to having these. Number one, all the ingredients that you need are in that bag. If you needed to bug out, if you need to leave your home for some reason, and you could just grab it and go instead of going through your pantry trying to put a meal together, you have a complete meal that's already assembled. Number three, if you are the primary cook in your house, and let's say something happens, you're sick, you're feeling under the weather, you're laid up for a while, anybody that knows how to read can grab one of these meals that's already ready to assemble, and it is shelf stable, and each little bag has a little index card in it that says how to prepare the meal, basically. So like I said, I've got a lot of great books, prepper books, that I've set aside. In fact, I will go ahead and include a video where I discuss these prepping books. I will put it in the description box below. But it is my plan to go through this. But while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to go ahead and throw together some of my favorite shelf-stable meals in case you wanted to get together some grab-and-go meals for yourself. So stick around, okay, guys? And then each week, maybe I'll add a few more shelf-stable meal ideas, do some video uploads once I familiarize myself with some of the recipes in here. But stick around, I'll show you some of my personal faves. One thing I forgot to mention is I'm not including seasonings or water. So if any of these recipes call for those things, like let's say you are truly bugging out or something, that is something to consider. Most of these, if we're just being realistic, oh, sorry, just a second. Sorry about that. So most of the time we're going to be preparing these meals in our home. Being more realistic, we're not going to bug out, we hope. So we'll have access to the water and the seasonings and things of that nature. But, when we're under stress, for example, let's say we had some kind of a natural disaster, we lost power for a few days or something like that. You've got so much on your mind you're preoccupied with, the last thing you're thinking of is dinner. But it is good to have some, a variety of meals that are ready to go. So here is just one example of one of my favorites, and that would be like a beef pot roast. I like pot roast with, potatoes and with carrots, but I know that some people like to do beef over like mashed potatoes or something like that, which I don't guess I included that in the photo here. But let's say you just wanted to do some beef over some mashed potatoes, just make sure you read them in advance. Like I think in this one you only need to add water, so it's got everything already in it. You got some brown gravy if you wanted to make some biscuits to go with your meal. Like here's an example. I think I got that from the Dollar Tree, where just look for things that say just add water. But it also would probably not hurt for you to add some shelf-stable things that typical recipes call for, like butter or, heavy cream. What do we have here? We've got some sour cream, milk. We got milk. We got some, oh, that's milk. I thought this was, I had some butter powder too, but anyway, you get the idea. So when planning these to-go bags or bug out bags or just bags of meals to make in your home if something happens, it's just such nice peace of mind to know that you got all the ingredients you need on hand. So, and it's a good way to keep track of your inventory too. So, the more bags you put together, then the more meals you know that you have to feed your family. If something happens, so you don't need to worry about running out to the store and things like that. So, anyway, I know this is a hot mess out here right now, but I'm going to show you. That was probably one of my first favorite shelf-stable meals is a pot roast meal. Let me show you number 2. So this is a good complete meal. Tortillas are for the most part pretty shelf-stable. It's you can have some soft tacos if you are able to get some of this taco complete. I got mine at my local H-E-B, but I understand they sell it at either Walgreens or CVS, and it has the meat. I want to say it's got some corn, some tomatoes, maybe some cheese in it. I don't know, but it would be good to mix this. Maybe prepare yourself some Spanish rice, and heat this up and put it on top of it. Wrap it in a burrito. You can also, for some added protein, take these. I love the Mayakoba beans. These are my favorite, but they also come in black beans, pinto beans, and things like that. They're in these convenient little pouches. So I think that would also make a nice meal. And let's see what we got for number 3. Next, we have a tuna casserole, and you're also going to, obviously, this goes without saying, make sure that you're preparing enough for your size family. Obviously, if you're a family of 4 to 6, this isn't going to be enough food for you, so be able to, double your portions and things like that. So, but this here, what I love about these Knorr pasta sides is that they already have the milk and butter and all that included. All you have to do is add water. But again, that's where the powdered milk and powdered butter would come in handy. But so for this tuna casserole, we're just going to use some cheddar broccoli spirals, and then we're going to put some tuna in there, drain it if you want, and then add some peas. And then if you either have a bag of leftover potato chip crumbs or something like that, or in this case I've got the potato sticks, and you can just kind of crunch those up and sprinkle them on top, and then voila, you have a tuna casserole. Next, we have a teriyaki rice spam bowl. So you take your spam, either a single or however much you want to use, or you can cut off a loaf. And then I've got these individual sticky rice containers. So, and this would be a good time for using those little condiments that you get from a fast food restaurant, like soy sauce packets or whatever. But I think at Dollar Tree they sell little containers where you can put your condiments in there. So maybe some teriyaki or soy sauce, and then you've got some pineapples, which you'll only need some of this, but you can also drink the pineapple juice out of it and then have like a side of pineapple on this, on the side. And this I just included as a different type of rice. Again, I don't know how big each person's family is, so you just want to adjust accordingly. But there you go. You got Spam Teriyaki Rice Bowl. And so for the last meal today that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to be making a potato soup that has ham in it, diced ham. So it's pretty simple. I love these Bear Creek recipes because, again, they include the butter, the milk, and all that. All you need to do is add water. They make a big serving. They make 8 servings. So, and then just pick a side vegetable of your choice just to complete the meal. And you got a couple of cans of diced ham here. So there you go. There's the last meal idea for today, and I will be coming back to you with more in the future. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye bye.